Hi, I'm Jen with Making the Photo. Today we're taking a deep dive into inpainting and outpainting in the AI text-to-image generator Dall-E 2. These tools let you expand or modify an image to get the look you're going for. We'll change the details of some images, expand square Dall-E images into other aspect ratios, and create an entire galaxy from a small seed. We'll use Midjourney images as well as photos to do some changes and inpainting. I touched on inpainting and outpainting in my introduction to Dall-E 2. If you haven't yet explored this AI image generator, start with this video. I'll put a link in the description below. For inpainting and outpainting, we'll be working in Dall-E's Edit workspace. The workspace looks like this. To get here, select an image from your collection, then click Edit. This opens the Edit workspace. Or you can upload an image. Skip the cropping if you have an image that isn't square. You've got a few tools to work with in the bottom of this workspace. Select and Pan lets you move your image around the workspace. The Eraser tool we'll use for inpainting. Add Generation Frame is the one we'll use for outpainting. You can also upload an image directly into the editing workspace. Let's start with outpainting. Outpainting lets you expand your canvas. To outpaint, we'll use the Add Generation Frame tool in Dall-E's Edit workspace. Click the tool. A new square appears. Place this new frame onto your workspace. Often for outpainting, we are going to overlap the new generation frame with our existing image. One of the most useful ways to use outpainting is to make your square images taller or longer. If you're new to aspect ratios, see my video, Changing Image Aspect Ratios, or one of my written tutorials. I'll put links in the description below. Dall-E creates square images. They have a 1:1 aspect ratio, but we might want a different aspect ratio. Maybe we want to print an 8x10 inch image, for instance, or maybe we want a long panorama. To make an image with a 4:5 aspect ratio, overlap the generation frame with the square image, about 6 or 7 mini squares on the Dall-E grid. We're using the existing prompt to expand the image. Click Generate and select the variation you like best, and click Accept. Download your image. Don't forget to download. Dall-E only stores square images in your collections. It won't save the expanded versions. 3:2 is the aspect ratio of many cameras. Overlap the generation frame with your image by about 13 mini squares. Click Generate and select the variation you like best. Click Accept. A long panorama often has a 16:9 aspect ratio. This aspect ratio is nearly twice as wide as the original. Overlap the frames by about 21 mini squares on the Dall-E grid. Click Generate and select your favorite version. Outpainting can also be used to expand your scene. You can build entire rooms, or in this case, galaxies. Start with one image. We'll expand from here. Open the image in Dall-E's Edit workspace. Click Add a Generation Frame and place it so it overlaps with your image. Use the same prompt to expand your image. Dall-E returns 4 choices, except the one that you like. You can add another frame and keep expanding. Keep expanding by adding and overlapping generation frames. You can choose from the 4 variations. If you don't get something you like, re-roll the prompt. Make sure to download your composite image. Dall-E will save each of those individual squares, but it won't save your overall image. And here's the final image, with a little cleaning in Photoshop and sharpening with Topaz. I create a lot of AI images in Midjourney because I like the aesthetic, but Midjourney doesn't have inpainting or outpainting. But there's no reason you can't mix AI image generators. Even though the prompt specifies full body, Midjourney cut off the head and feet. This is a known problem in Midjourney. Without outpainting, the only option is to re-roll or remix the prompt and hope the AI fixes the problem. Another option is to upload the image into Dall-E and use outpainting. Add a generation frame and use the same prompt, but add specifics of what you want to see at the beginning of the prompt. Dall-E's aesthetic is different from Midjourney, so this may take a bit of experimentation. I filled in the edges as well with additional generations. For the upper right-hand corner, I didn't want the new generation to affect the face, so I pushed it off the image. I'm going to crop in, so the extra face in the corner is not a problem. And here's the final image. The face is a little bit rough, but it does complete the Midjourney image. Remember to save your final version. Dall-E only saves the pieces and not the overall image. Outpainting expands the frame. Inpainting changes elements within the frame. I've got a nice empty basket to put all sorts of things in. Let's use Dall-E's Inpainting to put in some things other than this egg. Open the image in Dall-E's editing workspace. Choose the eraser tool and erase the part of the image you want to replace. You can adjust the brush size to be more precise. For this example, I'll use the same prompt to see what other things Dall-E will put in the basket. Click Generate and you'll get 4 variations. Using Inpainting, I was able to put all sorts of things in this basket. I could have made variations of the basket, but that would have changed the basket itself. Inpainting keeps everything the same except the area you have erased. I left the basket prompt open, but you can specify what you want to see in the erased area. Let's take one of the cinnamon roll images from earlier in the presentation. Let's try to add eggs onto the table with Inpainting. Open the image in the Dall-E workspace and choose the eraser tool. Now erase the part of the image that you want to replace. The prompt will appear when you're finished making your selection. At the front, add what you want to see. Dall-E returns 4 variations. Choose your favorite. Because the image is squared, Dall-E keeps all 5 variations. Inpainting will even work on photos with a bit of prompting magic. Let's try to put a necklace on this model. Upload the photo into Dall-E. I start by describing the photo to Dall-E. Then using the eraser tool, I erase part of the model's neck. And then I describe what I want to see. Inpainting on photos doesn't work every time, but I did get a plausible AI necklace after a couple of re-rolls. Dall-E always works in squares, so in addition to adding my necklace, the AI expanded the portrait image to fill the square. The shape of the body is okay. This is a plausible hand-on-hip stance to continue the portrait, and the cape drapes well, but the hand details are very unattractive. I was only interested in the necklace, so I'll crop back to the original aspect ratio and framing. Even if Dall-E is not your primary AI image generator, Inpainting and Outpainting are powerful tools. Let us know if you find a few tricks for inpainting and outpainting using Dall-E's AI text-to-image generator. If this video was helpful, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is Jen at Making the Photo. Let's make something amazing together.